Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Let's go to the articles of the day. Ratan Tata, a titan of Indian industry, takes his final bow. Students, Ratan Tata, who was one of India's most respected and visionary industrialists, left a mark on the world that will be remembered for generations. Now he's no longer with us, but his legacy continues to inspire millions. He was born in the year 1937 and he led the Tata Group, which is one of India's largest conglomerates for over 2 decades. Under his leadership, the company grew into a global powerhouse, acquiring famous international brands like Jaguar Land Rover and launching the world's cheapest car, the Tata Nano. But students, Ratan Tata's influence wasn't just about business. He was known for his humility, kindness, and deep commitment to making the world a better place. He believed in using wealth for the greater good, and under his leadership, the Tata Group invested in education, healthcare, and social causes that impacted millions of lives. Students, I still remember one of his famous quotes. He said, I don't believe in taking the right decisions. I take decisions and then make them right. This reflects his bold, innovative mindset. And despite his tremendous success, Ratan Tata was always known for his simplicity. He lived a life of humility. We have seen him driving himself, and he always avoided the limelight. But what made him truly special was his love for India and his commitment to giving back to the country. Whether it was supporting startups or helping communities recover from natural disasters, his philanthropic efforts touched the hearts of people across the globe. Students, as we remember him today, let us be inspired by his values, hard work, kindness, and sense of responsibility towards society. Ratan Tata may no longer with us, but his vision, values, and contributions to India and the world will remain a guiding light for future generations. All right, students. Then we have the second article, rice with added nutrients center to continue supply until 2028. Students, today in this article, we are going to talk about food fortification. Right? Yes. Food fortification. यहाँ पे लिखा भी है कि फूड फोर्टिफिकेशन का मतलब क्या होता है एंड how it is going to help India in combating malnutrition. What is food fortification? Students, imagine you have your favorite snack. Let's say it's a biscuit or a glass of milk. Now, what if I told you that the snack can be made even healthier by adding essential vitamins and minerals to it? See, that's what food fortification is all about. Meaning that we are adding important nutrients like iron, iodine, or vitamin A to everyday food items like rice, wheat, milk, or even salt. These nutrients are often missing from the diets of many people, and food fortification helps fill that gap. क्योंकि आपको पता है कि इंडिया में not everyone can afford to eat nutritious food, right? So food fortification is a process that government came up with in maintaining healthcare of the people. Now, why do we need fortification in India? See, India, we know, is a diverse country, but it still faces challenges when it comes to health and nutrition. And many people, especially in rural areas, don't get enough nutrients from the food they eat. And this can lead to many problems like malnutrition. And malnutrition, it affects how children grow and develop. And it can be serious health issues for even adults. For example, lack of iron can lead to anemia, which makes people feel tired and weak. And if there's a lack of iodine, it can cause problems with growth and brain development. So, fortifying food with these nutrients is a simple way to improve health on a large scale, right? अब इससे होगा क्या सोसाइटी में, how it is going to impact society? Students, let's look at the bigger picture. Food fortification doesn't just improve health, it also has a huge impact on the socio-economic development of our country. हमारे कंट्री के सोशियो इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट में भी फूड फोर्टिफिकेशन का बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल है. फर्स्ट, लेट्स जस्ट थिंक अबाउट हेल्थ. सी, healthier people are more productive, right? This is an obvious thing. When children get the right nutrients, they grow up stronger. They have better concentration in school, and they are going to perform better in their studies. And this helps them get good jobs when they grow up. अब अगर वो वीक होंगे, physically weak होंगे, how they are going to perform in school? And there's also a famous saying, a healthy mind resides in a healthy body. So eventually, if children, and we know that children are going to be future, our future, our country's future. So if children grow up stronger, they'll able to secure good jobs when they grow up, and this also boosts their family's income and quality of life. And on a larger scale, a healthier workforce means the country's economy is growing faster because people can work harder for longer periods without falling sick. Secondly, food fortification can also help reduce healthcare costs. Because if people are healthier, they don't need to go to the doctor so often, okay? And they don't need to spend so much money on medicine. And in India, we have seen the instances of out-of-pocket expenditure. Out-of-pocket expenditure is out-of-pocket expenditure is quite high in India. And this is especially important for families in poorer areas where healthcare can be expensive, right? अगर कोई family है, if they are poor और उनका healthcare cost ज़्यादा हो गया है, तो this will push them towards below poverty line. Okay, this will push them to poverty. But अगर वो healthy है, so they will spend less money on healthcare, and families can use this income for their other needs like education or improving their homes for that matter. Right? Students, food fortification is also important for promoting social equality. कैसे? क्योंकि हमने देखा है कि इंडिया में पुअर लोग भी हैं, राइट? सो वेयर कुछ ऐसे रीजन है इंडिया में ही जहाँ पे पॉवर्टी और माल न्यूट्रिशन बहुत कॉमन है. ओके, पॉवर्टी और माल न्यूट्रिशन जैसे हम देखें ट्राइबल एरियाज में या फिर इवन रूरल एरियाज में भी. और यहाँ पर हमने देखा है कि माल न्यूट्रिशन के साथ साथ पॉवर्टी के साथ साथ माल न्यूट्रिशन भी एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है. And they are not able to combat it by themselves. So they need some government support. And in this case, fortified food can provide essential nutrients to people who can't afford a varied diet. And food fortification, if government is going to make sure that everyone has access to fortified food, regardless of where they live or how much money they have, we can help reduce the gap between the rich and the poor in terms of health and well-being. Okay, health और well-being के मामले में जो gap exist कर रहा है वो reduce हो सकता है, right? So governments and organizations in India, they have taken steps to fortify foods like rice, salt, and milk to ensure these nutrients reach as many people as possible. And the goal is to fight hidden hunger. What is a hidden hunger? It's a term used to describe a lack of essential vitamins and minerals that might not be obvious at first, but it can lead to long-term health problems. So looking ahead, food fortification, it can prove as a game changer for India. Because as we work towards a healthier and more prosperous society, this idea can help millions of people and it can make their lives better. Because food fortification is not going to strengthen, it's not just only going to strengthen our bodies, but also our country by building a healthier and more productive population who can contribute to India's growth story. Right? And as you think about this, remember that the food we eat has a direct impact on how we live and thrive. And food fortification is just one example of how science and policy can work together to make life better for everyone. Right? And then we have the third article. थर्ड आर्टिकल क्या है? जैसे आपको पता है कि लास्ट डे हमने नोबेल प्राइज इन फिजिक्स के बारे में थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन किया था. तो इस ईयर में जो नोबेल प्राइज मिला है केमिस्ट्री में, it was given to David Baker and Demis Hassabis and John M. Jumper. They shared the Nobel Prize in Chemistry, and it's given to them for computational protein design and for protein structure prediction. Now, students, what is computational protein design? क्या है computational protein design या फिर protein design? It may sound complex, right? But let's just break them down into a simpler terms. Computational protein design. ये क्या है? First of all, we'll deal with this one. See, it's like solving a puzzle. Okay? It's like solving a puzzle. And proteins are tiny machines. Imagine, see, you can take this analogy. Proteins are tiny machines in our bodies, and it is made up of chains of building blocks called amino acids. Imagine protein as small machine और ये जो प्रोटीन है, ये जो मशीन है, it is made up of chains of building blocks. Okay, building blocks, and these building blocks are called amino acids. इनको क्या कह रहे हैं हम? Amino acids. All right, and these proteins have specific shapes which allow them to perform jobs like breaking down food or even fighting germs. So scientists use computers to design new proteins by arranging the amino acids in a way that gives the protein the shape and function they want. And it's similar to how a builder might design a machine to do a specific task. So using computer programs help speed up this process and let scientists create proteins that don't exist in nature, right? तो कंप्यूटेशनल प्रोटीन डिजाइन का मतलब सिर्फ यही है कि इट हेल्प साइंटिस्ट स्पीड अप दिस प्रोसेस ऑफ building proteins. Okay, new protein design, right? And then we have protein structure prediction. ये क्या है? See, it's all about guessing how a protein will behave based on its design. When we know the order of amino acids का order क्या है, कौन आगे है कौन पीछे है, जब हमें इसका order पता होता है, we can use computer models to predict how the protein will fold into its shape and what it will do. Okay, and this is important for medicine and science because if we can predict how a protein behaves, we can design better machines or solutions to diseases. All right. In short, computational protein design, it's about using computers to create new proteins, and predicting protein design means figuring out what the design protein will look like and how they are going to work. All right. तो इसके लिए इन साइंटिस्ट को नोबेल प्राइज मिला है केमिस्ट्री में, राइट? फिजिक्स का हमने लास्ट डे देखा, फिजिक्स जो उनको मिला है, प्राइज मिला है, वो मशीन लर्निंग में मिला है. और केमिस्ट्री में किस चीज के लिए मिला है? तो कंसेप्ट समझना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि किस कंसेप्ट के लिए मिला है, किस इवेंट के लिए मिला है, राइट? Students, that's it for today. If you have liked this podcast, do share it with your friends. All right, that's all for today. Bye bye. Have a happy learning.